Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is a featherweight K1 title fight. And now, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 66 kilograms, representing Kettle's Gym with a record of 1-0. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Rory Crawford. And his opponent this evening, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in also at 66 kilograms. He represents DTMA. He has a record of 5-0. Please put your hands together for Paul Masangcay. This is a featherweight K1 title bout to be contested at 3 3-minute rounds.
So we have the featherweight K1 title over 3 3-minute rounds. These two men have met before, Rory Crawford from Kettle's Gym and Paul Masangcay from DT MMA, and Crawford came out on top that time. But Josh, this time it's for a title. So if you need any more incentive to get revenge, apart from the win, it's that belt.
Yeah, and both guys will probably know a little bit about the other, having faced each other before, and immediately opening up with some strong kicks is Masangcay, looking to the head, looking to the leg. Really some of the straighter punches coming from Crawford right now.
Well, you can see what Crawford's waiting for immediately, Josh, is the fact to counter those leg kicks with the right hand.
Yeah, some very strong punches. You can see the penetration he's getting on those left hooks and those straight rights. Just searching for the body 3 times in a row there was Crawford.
Well, as you said, we know they fought before, and we know what a good coach Alan Kettle is. So obviously he's had a look at Masangcay, said he got the win last time. I don't know how they got it, but he obviously feels that the body is definitely the way to go. This is a tactic that's obviously been worked with his coach.
Yeah, he's been searching for a couple of very big left hooks to the liver area. Oh, first good kick coming in from Crawford though, really just absorbed by the arms of Masangcay. Can't take too many of those though, can he?
No, and I think also the way that Crawford has gone about his business is I don't think he feels intimidated by the boxing of Masangcay.
No, not at all. He's throwing very strong, confident punches. Again, 3 left hooks in succession to the body.
Now, I've been impressed with Masangcay's kicking and the way that he has managed to move out of the way of a lot of the counters. But what worries me for him is the way that once Crawford gets in range, he just steps in and shows no fear of what might come back.
Yeah, Masangcay's offense has been limited to good kicks at the moment, but as soon as the strong punches come in from Crawford, he almost just shuts down for a moment, and that's allowing Crawford to fire off those body shots.
Yes, as I said, Masangcay, good kicks there, and that's the case in point. The right hand hold no fear for Crawford. He walked through it. So Crawford just beginning to start using the kicks in retaliation as well.
And Masangcay threw a few good punches back, but of course he ate a couple on reply. It's a much more confident guard with the hands, I think we're seeing from Crawford here.
But this is what Masangcay needs to do to get success. Kick fluidly and quickly and move back out.
And he landed a good right hand off the back of that right roundhouse kick there. So throwing in combination with those powerful kicks is clearly a good route for him here.
Well, the thing that I'm trying to work out is whether he's a natural southpaw, because he does switch from that southpaw stance. He starts in southpaw and switches then from it, and now again, look, he's just switched back to orthodox stance, so I can't quite work him out there. There's what he's got to worry about, the big left hand from Crawford.
Yeah, that's been a very successful weapon for Crawford all throughout this first round. To the body, to the head. That left hook is an excellent weapon for him here.
Well, when you look at the K1 scoring, I mean, Masangcay's legs have been superb, but at the end of the day, when you look about the man that moves his man, the power, the determination, you've got to look at Crawford, and you just feel that if Alan Kettle says to me, right, step on your man, step it up this second round and stay there, that Paul Masangcay will be in real trouble.
Yeah, that's a very real possibility. There's a lot more pop, a lot more power. As you say, he's really moving his opponent with every one of those strikes, and if he really starts to surge forward in volume, Masangcay is going to be eating a lot of damage.
You ready? You ready?
So here's the thing for me, Josh. For Crawford to win, he's got to step on his man and stay on him. For Masangcay to win, he's got to have the cardio, snap those kicks, move, snap those kicks and move, and not get drawn into a war.
Yeah, he's really just got to be very offensive with the kicks, but you can see Crawford's just coming forward, accepting that he's perhaps going to eat the brunt of some of that offense, and step straight in with shots of his own.
And he's looking for that opportunity to counter it every time. But I think there'll come a time when he will be asked to stay there and really put Masangcay under pressure. And it's up to the man in the red corner not to allow that to happen, because if he keeps these kicks coming, he can take the points, but it's a long, hard fight when you have to fight that way against a powerful opponent at the weight. Just don't forget, they weigh exactly the same.
Yeah, I must say though, they may have weighed in the same, but Crawford certainly looks the more muscular and the larger of the two opponents here.
Well, the key is the width of the back, Josh, isn't it? And look at the width of the shoulders there on Crawford compared to Masangcay. And this is where I think there'll come a time in the round where he will step in and stay there and really test his man. And again, right hook, straight right to the body, left hook to the head. Perfect timing.
Yeah, excellent timing on that counter kick. Just took the standing leg of Masangcay completely out.
And this is where it comes. He's sticking and he's staying there within range of Masangcay. Now, as I said, as impressive as Masangcay's kicks are, I think when it comes to the boxing, he's the lesser of the two fighters here.
Absolutely, but I think this has been a much better second round for him. He had some very good offense with those kicks to the body earlier on in the round.
That's right, this is what he needs to do. He is fighting his fight. He's sticking, he's moving, and he's throwing a lot of legs.
Yeah, and I think those upper body strikes have really got to come off the back of those leg kicks. That's when he's having success. When he just tries to throw the hands, he just doesn't quite have the pop or the counter rotation that someone like Crawford has.
No, and a jumping knee attempt there as well from Masangcay. But Crawford has to be careful here because his opponent is racking up points. And Masangcay is fighting the right fight in this second round.
A good chin on him as well. I mean, he did take some damage from those left hooks, repeatedly in the first and here in the second. And still very much in this fight, landing good body kicks now.
I felt, Josh, he looked most worried when the shots to the body were winging in. As you said, he's got a good chin, he moves well, he kicks well, but when Crawford really started to hit to the body, it was the first time I thought I saw panic in Masangcay's eyes, but he's done a brilliant job in this second round. When it comes to game plans, I think it's the man in the red corner's game plan that has worked in this second round.
I mean, he's thrown some very good power kicks. Admittedly, the punches have come in from Crawford, but I think Masangcay really starting to find himself a much more of an even keel here at the end of the second.
I think there's everything to fight for with this third round coming up. So, Josh, I've got this perfectly balanced going to the third. I gave Crawford the first, Masangcay the second, and for me, it's whoever's game plan works here in the third.
Yeah, very, very close fight for the judges to call here. Really going to have to be on their game with, the significant strikes landed.
There's the body shot from Crawford, and you can hear Kedal saying, stay on there, forward, but nice turn by Masangcay.
Yeah, really.
Good combination work.
Starting to throw a lot of shots in volume now. I have to say, I think we both were slightly apprehensive, thinking Masangcay was 0-5 coming into this, but he's making a real fight of it here for Rory Crawford.
And again, the other thing for Crawford, who has beaten this man once before, is he can have that confidence factor and think it's going to be the same fight. And maybe it isn't this time, because Masangcay has grown in confidence as the fight's gone on.
Yeah, slightly scrappy perhaps when he starts throwing a lot of punches, but really getting in there now. And this is, 10, 15 punches in a row for Masangcay.
Now there's the difference, as you saw in a nutshell there, Josh. All those punches from Masangcay, one left hook from Crawford, and it rocks his man back, but it is just the one.
Yeah, I think it's just that Masangcay's punches are very much, they're a bit more arm punches. He's really not withdrawing the opposite shoulder, driving the hip through, but we see crystal perfect technique from Crawford in the boxing when he throws those strikes.
But there's just not enough of them, and this was what we saw there. Sustained pressure from Masangcay for 10, 15 seconds, and only one. It was a good shot, but it was just the one, and this is the problem. This fight could run away from Crawford, and all credit to Masangcay if it does.
Yeah, both corners have got open, wide mouths here as they both try and cheer their fighter on, but the crowd have been treated to an excellent fight here this evening.
Oh, it's been non-stop. It's been excellent. As I said, I think Crawford will regret not staying on his man, because even when Masangcay is working hard, Crawford is dangerous and powerful. He's just not got through with enough for me in this third round.
No, this third round is definitely, entirely going to Masangcay at this point.
He's caught the eye with there. This is the thing that he has to look out for, but there hasn't been enough of it from Crawford.
Yeah, again, 3 left hooks to the body from Crawford. A couple up top. I thought he might keep surging, but he's given Masangcay a chance to circle out and recover.
Yes, Masangcay's chin has not been wanting here.
No, but it is Crawford driving forward now, really marching forward.
He's got to. It's as simple as that, Josh. He really has to stamp his authority on whatever is left of this round. And Masangcay, I said to you, it's a hard game to play, but he's got to keep mobile, keep those legs throwing, those jumping knees, and then keep moving again, so that Crawford cannot get up ahead of steam with more than one of those big punches. And there's the gum shield.
Gone fly. Oh! 1, 2, and he thinks that might have sealed him the round here.
6,
standing 8 count at the very death of the round.
Is that your gum shield?
That could be so vital. Masangcay fought such a good fight. There was always that danger, and within 10 seconds, that 8 count will still stand on the judges' scorecards, and that could be vital. In a way, I feel so sorry for Masangcay. Everything right in that third. You're into the last 10 seconds and you get dropped. That could change the whole texture of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, in what can only be called an all-out K1 title fight war, a big round of applause once again. But as they say, there can only be one, and we have a majority decision. Fighting out of the blue corner, put your hands together for the new K1 featherweight title champion, Rory Crawford. And a big round of applause for Paul Masangcay.